Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. It's a little chilly this morning. Go out there, and if the truck will start, I am headed to the tent.
Getting closer now. We're about 15 minutes away. The roads were pretty good until this last half hour or so, it wasn't bad. It's warmed up a bit. You can see there's snow, but it's not any huge amount of snow, so hopefully crossing the lake will not be a real big chore. So that's normally where we would drive in, but can't get in there in the winter. Well, it doesn't look too bad. You really never know until you get out there. Okay guys, well, temperature isn't too bad. It's warmed up to about 2 degrees now. The wind is what'll kill you out there, so I think I can do this with just my tennies, as long as I don't hit any slush. I do have my boots in the sled just in case, but it's just so much lighter to walk with your tennies on. Alright, well, I walked that far. I'm about halfway there. We gotta go way over to the far side and then off to the left. There she is, almost there. This walk has not been bad. What was it, 2 years ago or 3 years ago when Sarah and I came up here? And even on the easy part of the walk, it was almost knee deep. And when we got into this bay, the snow likes to drift in here, and there were places, this is no lie, where it was waist deep. Both of us thought we were going to die before we got there. I'm guessing that's more like probably 3/4 of a mile. I mean, that's a long walk. Okay everybody, well I made it. It's too cold to see what the temperature is in here. Those things aren't working. See, we had a critter in here. I had some mouse poison stuck up in there, and I think it's pine martens. That's what's been in here before, but they eat it all up and they took out some of the insulation too. Well everyone, when I brought food up, I just brought a few of my potatoes that I grew in the garden, a few satsumas that Melissa had sent up, and then I brought up some meat. Otherwise, vegetable-wise and stuff like that, I'm just going to do dehydrated. So today I'm going to do a little dehydrated corn, and going to get that soaking right now, and then I'm going to make up some pork chops tonight. I'll have enough for lunch tomorrow also, and we're going to do them on charcoal. all I've been really doing today. I mean, the air temperature in here gets warm pretty fast, but everything else is frozen. I've got lots of bottled water up here that you can just let freeze. So I'm thawing out water and keeping the stove going. It's starting to feel comfortable. Even the floor is getting nice and warm now. Supper is done and it's looking pretty good. Well everyone, it's about a little after 10:30 at night. I'm going to hit the hay. I'm not going to sleep in the log bed tonight. It's only 41 degrees in there. It just will not heat up back there yet. So I am going to be back in the bunk. It's been a while since I slept here and it's always comfortable. See you guys tomorrow. Well, today I'm just kind of hanging around the tent. Tomorrow I'm going to go ice fishing. But across the lake here, that right there is island, and that is the other side of this bay. The lake does go off to the left there and back, of course, behind the island. But during deer hunting, I was looking at that. Beginning of deer hunting, I would have been able to canoe across there, and if you look on a map, that's an area that nobody, I mean, it would take forever to get to from the other side. So I just wanted to go over there and see if any deer go in there, because during deer season, if they were pushed, that might be a spot they would go. And early in the season, sometimes you'd be able to canoe across to get to your deer stand. So that's the area that we're headed for. Right in here I catch a lot of northerns in the summertime when you fish here. I'd like to drill a hole and put a tip up in, but if we go all the way back there to where the tent is, that'd be a long run if the flag went up. Well, definitely some deer tracks and some older deer droppings there. I need to get back inside on this little thing though to see what it's really like. This is right by the lake. Well, they've definitely been in here. Here's a couple of deer beds. Under here we have a few more deer beds, 4 actually. Huh. When we get to this part now, you can see lake over on that side. And then there's, I don't know, 50, 60 feet of high ground, then some swamp. And you can see the lake out there on that side. So this would be what they call a natural funnel. I wonder if they use this during deer season. I walk a little bit farther though and it just drops off. It looks like swamp back there. I'm going to have to walk down and see what's over there. Well, here's the deer trail. So we got lake right there, deer trail, and lake right there. And then here it goes back up onto high ground. I would think if hunting pressure was real big, that might not be a bad spot. I don't know where the heck you'd put a stand, but at least I know. Snow is definitely drifting on the edges. Well, since we're out walking around, I think I'll walk down and take a look at the ski trails and see if they're all groomed. This tent driveway seems a heck of a lot longer when there's snow on the ground. About 4 more months and we'll be able to drive in. Since we're out walking still, might as well jump over and take a quick look at the Backwoods Cabin. I stopped over there yesterday, so. Well, everything is in this place, but it's colder in here than it is outside. It's just not the same without the old wood stove going. Well, that's enough walking for me. I'm looking forward to some of those leftover pork chops from last night's supper for lunch. Now that is a good looking lunch. Tonight for supper, got a nice little chuck roast. Not very big, but just good enough. Well, everyone, it's getting late, and it's about 11:15 right now. I just loaded up the wood stove and shut it all down, and I'm off to bed. Good morning, everyone. It's about almost 6:45 here. Been up for a little while, and I'm just getting my stuff ready. I'm going to run out and try to do some ice fishing today, so I will talk to you guys when I get back tonight. Well, everyone, I'm back early from fishing. It was way too windy, couldn't set up the fish house. So anyway, I was going to do that all day today and get back just before dark tonight, but I think I'm just going to pack stuff up and go. It's supposed to get really cold tonight, and it's nice out right now. So I'm going to pack stuff up, head across the lake again. Well, she's all closed up till next time.